Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome me. Solo se aplaude, compadre. Welcome to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Compadre Jay-Z's in the house.
Yes, sir.
Johnny D's in the house.
Right here.
Little D in the house.
Sir.
A.K.A. Jaime Samago. David Villanueva. Johnny Davila. Yours truly, Gary Hobbs, the OG, Old Gary. Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Episode 5, guys.
Number 5.
People are listening in to GaryHobbs.com or Amazon Music, Audible, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, LaMeraLeona.net radio. We're on at 12 noon Saturdays, right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
We'd like to remind everybody to subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell. ¿Y qué, Johnny? And share. Please share. Big shout out to our sponsors, Domingo Garcia and the Domingo Garcia Law Firm. They have offices in Dallas, Texas, Houston, Odessa, and Fort Worth, Texas. For more info, of course, domingogarcia.com. Our good friends, CRI Electric, La Familia Garza. They are in San Antonio, Texas. And also Triple J Custom Welding, Seguin, Texas. Big shout out, La Familia Bustamante, dear friends of ours. In our unfiltered segment, wait, let me get out all my notes. Gee, unfiltered stuff. No, you know what, guys? Something that I've always thought, and I wrote it down somewhere, and I came across it some time ago, but something on my mind. I always thought to myself, you know, what would Selena have sounded like today? Good topic.
Yeah.
What would Selena have sounded like today? Now, Selena would be in around, what, about 54 years old right now?
My age, yeah. 54.
You're that young.
Yes, sir.
Johnny, estás poquito, man.
Chiquillo.
There you go.
But so Selena would have been 54 years old, más o menos. What would Selena have sounded like today? I'm going to give everybody 10 seconds. Go, compadre. No, everybody, because I really did. I've thought of this before, and so I got a lot of shit to say. But tú, compadre, you go first. Go, Jay-Z. Go, Jay-Z.
Go, Jay-Z.
You don't want to go first, compadre?
I think she would have gone more a little bit techno stuff. That's what she was following already. When she started changing it more to cumbias and stuff like that, the Tejano style. So I guess she would be playing more techno cumbia, more stuff like that.
She would have kept with cumbias.
Yeah.
I don't think I think she would have crossed over, like a J-Lo kind of style, or Beyonce style. Yeah, that's what I say.
Blown up.
She would have left Tejano and all that stuff. Maybe a cumbia like Cardi B. I mean, ¿cómo se llama la otra? Esta G, ¿cómo se llama?
Karol G.
Carol G. Ándale, algo así. Maybe.
Cardi G, ya pusiste dos artistas juntos. Toca como Cardi G.
Yeah. So
What do you
don't
think
about leaving Tejano as a whole, right? But I mean, just picture this. I mean, Selena in 2025 still sounding like she did before, but with today's sound, wouldn't that be, something crazy, right? Other than that, her voice, I mean, still smooth as silk like before, right?
Yeah.
No auto-tune needed like today's. Some of today's artists.
Conspiracy theories think.
Well, I mean.
No, I think today a lot of, I think, sooner or later live, you were going to know if that singer sings or not because of auto-tune, pero they have auto-tune on the road too,
Yeah,
I heard of that.
Yeah.
But now Selena, you could tell since she was a little girl, she could sing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she'd still be repping it.
I don't think she would have changed the Tejano stuff.
That's what I'm saying. I
don't know. They were gonna allow it, like her parent.
I think so.
Abraham
that's
or
another
stuff,
time,
and
yeah.
AB and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. They would have allowed that to change everything, like change it all the way and going, like Johnny said, crossover stuff and.
Yeah, I just think she would push Tejano to like another level.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Well, I have a lot to say. You know, I'm the most opinionated guy on this panel, but you know, I remember performing with Selena somewhere. They were still teenagers. She was teenager, and this would started because, you know, like I was trying to reminisce about that. Pero I remember them playing Bobby Brown, My Prerogative.
Oh yeah.
You know, and because I was a Bobby Brown fan too. You know, I mean, they had a lot of hits, but after that performance, I kind of noticed a little trend, and I think an artist, when you're starting, we go back to what Ricky Munoz, the Intocable, said, that a lot of people, the first 2-3 albums, you know, they love those albums, but they were still influenced by several artists, no? And then Ricky Munoz says that then we started writing a lot of our stuff and doing our own thing, and then ahí nació the real Intocable.
Uh-huh.
But people still want to hear things from the first album and say, well, Selena, don't quote me on that, because I don't think I ever heard her say this, but I would say the band, Los Dinos and Selena, they were influenced by what was called back then New Jack.
Yeah.
Okay. New Jack. You could see her in her dancing. De repente she starts dancing, and kind of like the Bobby Brown thing, the New Jack thing. Their wardrobe changed, you know. Would have been New Jack today, somewhere along the line, maybe not ahorita, but 10 years ago or 15 would have been New Jack meets cumbias, stuff like that. And then I noticed, like, think of this just for a minute. Selena, to me, I don't know, maybe she was influenced by Sade. The hair, the way it, you know, pulled back, the red lipstick, you know, that look, you know, and it was very sexy stuff, but
when they recorded that song with Barrio Boys, híjole, she sounded awesome. I love that song.
Yes. So, well, would they have been Cumbia Kings on steroids? You know? Because maybe de ahí nació, you know, la idea, because it was never just Selena, of course. A.B. was involved in Ricky, ¿verdad? Ricky Vela.
Well, maybe that's the way they were going at anyways.
Well, my thing, bringing this up, what would Selena have sounded like today? Now, these titles, what reminds you of these titles? Ya ves, yo sí lo que hiciste, ya ves. Tú eres, how does tú eres go, remember?
Tú eres la estrella más brillante.
La de siempre estoy pensando en ti, porque siempre estoy pensando en ti. Oh,
with Peter Studio.
Yeah.
Ámame y quiéreme. Ámame, quiéreme. Okay. Yo te sigo queriendo. Yo te sigo queriendo.
Yep.
Si la quieres, anda, decirle te quiero. Well, all of those are Tejano rancheras.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
So
too. Beautiful.
You know, Dee said she may have been like Tejano, but with new sounds and stuff. But once she crossed over, she never went back to Tejano rancheras. I think had she continued one or two, I think it would have blown, you know, doors open for a lot of other female singers, right? And then in the cumbias, I mean, it's like, how much higher could you get? She was peaking like everywhere with everything she was and then she crosses over, Dreaming of You, and man, I think she was gonna be bigger than Gloria Estefan, man. You know, because at that time Gloria Estefan was Latina, and she's an icon in lo Latino. But man, would she have ever gone back to a Tejano ranchera?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, so when they say La Reina de la Música Tejana, do you agree with that?
Well,
And they say La Reina de la Cumbia, you know, she had techno cumbias and cumbias.
Yeah.
Now
Modern-
Celia Cruz
modern
is la
music.
reina de
De la salsa.
De la salsa.
salsa, you know?
Talking about that, I just heard Telemundo call Jennifer Peña la nueva reina del Tejano.
Okay, well, that's
But anyways, yes.
No, well, I can see where they may say that, but Jennifer's been gone a long time, and what Tejano Ranchera? This is my little pet peeve. De que I don't think you can call somebody Tejano queen without. Now, Selena did record all those hits, man. Tejano Rancheras.
I don't remember.
And she.
I don't remember once Tejano song Ranchera Tejana from Jennifer Peña.
Well, no. You know.
Everything was cumbias and Me Piden, that mariachi
She did
style.
record like 2 of them, maybe, but
I don't remember one of them.
You know.
let me try to pull them out.
Sorry.
Well, again, but Selena is really immortal, no? Pero what would she have sounded like today? Well, again, I don't know the answer to that, my own question, but it's something that I always pondered. I always thought, man, I wonder if.
Help us out, AB.
Well, we would never ask AB to come on the show, but you know, he'd probably laugh at us, and because I'm not about to stand up and applaud for him. But just a joke, AB. Chihuahua. Big shout out. And would she have recorded Tejano Rancheras, compadre?
I think yeah.
I like to think she would have.
Maybe not that much.
Yeah, not mainstream.
One or
not,
two.
So do I, pero
would she have gone to the Norteño Tejano sound?
I don't think so.
Regio sound?
No.
Would she? They never had an accordion, right? Am I right?
Not accordion player, but they used to do it on the synthesizer, on the keyboard.
Sí.
Keyboard accordion there.
Ricky, ¿verdad?
Ricky.
Yeah.
For some reason, Mr. Quintanilla calls him La Creca. Did you ever hear that? No.
No.
La Creca. I don't know. Maybe it's just between us, pero Ricky Vela would play the accordion parts on the synthesizers.
Yeah.
But Tejano Rancheras, man, I think if she would have continued to do it, you know, when she was at the peak, hey, baby, they were building new stuff, you know, creating new sounds. And again, I think they were influenced by New Jack music, you know, and Bobby Brown and keyboard stuff and the Barrio Boys, ¿verdad? They doing things with them and all the dancing and stuff. But that's a question. What would Selena have sounded like today? Hey, maybe that's a question for our listeners. Hey, think about it. Let us know something. But what would Selena have sounded like today? Hey, this is Gary Hobbs, the podcast, episode 5. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas. We'll be right back.
Hey, I'm Johnny D. Welcome back to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. Here's Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, Johnny. Little D, compadre Jay-Z. Gary Hobbs, the podcast, episode 5. Once again, subscribe, hit the like, ring the bell, and what, Johnny?
Share.
Share and follow.
Hey, on our Today's Tejano segment, got new music. They're bandmates of ours, and they're on Freddie Records. La Fiebre from Pasadena. They've been around for a long, long time, always providing great music. They have a new song, Ayudame. It's written by Isaac Rodriguez, produced by Luis Ayala, Rudy Rocha, Jose Angel Reynosa, and Mariano Herrera. Of course, they're with M Music, but Freddie Records. This is La Fiebre with Ayúdame.
Solo encuentro mi tristeza. Yo sé que te perdí. Me pido a mi corazón que se olvide de tus promesas, que ya deje de llorar para arrancar
That's La Fiebre. Ayúdame, Freddie Records. Joe Angel Cantu, the singer. You know, he took a little bit of time off because he had health things, but he's back, gracias a Dios. So big shout out to La Fiebre. They're always cranking out hits.
Oh yeah,
sounds like a fresh voice. I mean, so fresh.
Maybe it was the time he took off, dude. I don't know. But it sounds great. Ayúdame.
Yeah, it sounds good. No, they kept the same style.
The essence.
The horns, man. The horns sound awesome.
They always do. They're great artists, great entertainers. La Fiebre with Ayúdame on Freddie Records. Today's Tejano, Gary Hobbs, the podcast number 5. Right, compadre?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is podcast number 5.
Dun, dun. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, I'm Jay-Z, and here's me compadre Gary Hobbs.
Thank you, compadre Jay-Z. Little D's in the house.
Sir.
Johnny D's in the house.
Right.
You're truly the OG, old Gary. Before we get to my stash segment, we want to let everybody know once again, we have started registration for our Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8.
Number 8.
Number 8. January 31st through February the 7th, 2027, compadre. People got to know that it takes 12, 15, 16, 18 months to get these venues the way we do them, and we do them right, and we get dances, no fregadera. Okay, but I'm sorry. Got carried away. But January 31st through February the 7th, 2027, Symphony of the Seas, new ship coming in, compadre. New ship, Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean.
Yeah.
Only on Royal Caribbean. Y'all need to Google all that. Symphony of the Seas, beautiful ship, man. Luxurious ship.
When I went through in YouTube, went through a virtual, and it looks awesome.
All right. Symphony of the Seas on Royal Caribbean. January 31st through February 7th, 2027. We have payment plan. No passport required. Call Happy Mireles 469-450-1168. Get the number right. Yeah. Of course, big shout out to our proud sponsor, Domingo Garcia Law Firm, CRI Electric, and Triple J Custom Welding. They're out of Seguin, Texas. Guys, from my stash, there's a cumbia on the first CD, first album that we did for Freddie Records, by the name of No Fuiste Para Mí. And I'm going to tell you the backup story. It was something that I just wrote on the fly. But I had the melody. Now, that melody that you hear, toda la melodía, you know, okay, the melody, right? It was going to be a ballad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was starting to write. Now, the lyrics, I conflicted, and I had to change the storyboard, blah, blah, blah. So it's not one of the writings like that I do, and it was on the fly thing. It was on the fly, but it started out as a ballad. Pero it came out to be a cumbia, and then we tried to experiment a little bit with that thing and the guitars and stuff like that. But this is from the Sin Fin album, Freddie Records. Something from my stash, something that I wrote. This is No Fuiste Para Mí.
Te pedí, no me dejes solo aquí. Cuántas veces te rogué, regresa hacia mí. Me dejaste en la soledad con llanto y dolor. No entendí ni comprendí, te fuiste tú de mí. Pero hoy ya no soy el mismo que pensaste, lo verás. No podrás encontrarte a alguien como yo. Si te vas, buscarás. Te aseguro que no encontrarás a alguien como yo. Lo sentí, tu amor perdí. No fuiste para mí. no me dejes solo aquí. Cuántas veces te rogué, regresa hacia mí. Me dejaste en la soledad con llanto y dolor. No entendí y comprendí, te fuiste tú de mí. Pero hoy ya no soy el mismo que pensaste, lo verás. No podrás encontrarte a alguien como yo. Si te vas, buscarás, te aseguro que no encontrarás a alguien como yo. Lo sentí, tu amor perdí, no fuiste para mí.
No Fuiste Para Mí from the Sin Fin album, Freddie Records. It was the first one that we did with Freddie Records. Compadre, it was a Latin Grammy nominee. Because we didn't win, compadre. It's okay. We like Juan now.
Yeah.
He's writing great stuff for us. But No Fuiste Para Mí, Sin Fin, Freddie Records from the My Stash episode. You're listening to Gary Hobbs, the podcast. This is episode 5. We're in Eagle Pass, Texas. We'll be right back. It was a ballad, compadre. It was a ballad. And we're back. Before we leave, Gary Hobbs, the podcast, episode number 5. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas. You can visit our websites, GaryHobbs.com or GaryHobbsCruise.com. Anything involving our cruises. We just announced, again, new registration for the Gary Hobbs Family and Friends Cruise number 8. That's in 2027, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Symphony of the Seas. But visit our websites, GaryHobbs.com, GaryHobbsCruise.com. Our social media sites are Facebook, Gary Hobbs Official. Also, Gary Hobbs Página Oficial on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Gary Hobbs Official. We are on X, which was Twitter, Gary Hobbs Official. And Gary Hobbs .official on TikTok.
On TikTok.
Gary Hobbs .official TikTok. There's several Gary Hobbs Official now.
Yeah.
What are those, spammers or scammers or
fake accounts,
fishers, fakers?
Everybody wants to be Gary Hobbs. So
No, not really. The Gary Hobbs .official TikTok. Before we leave, this week we are headed to Las Vegas, Nevada. Las
Cha-ching.
Vegas, Nevada. Man, July 10th through the 13th. Westgate. Of course, it's the Vegas Tejano Takeover 2025. Big shout out David and Sarah Chavez, the producers. Looking forward to being Saturday night. We are finishing the Gran Baile. We are last band on Saturday night. Like we said on our videos, we're excited to, see all our Tejano music family and friends from across the country. Always great. A lot of them are Tejano cruisers, compadre. Colorado, Oregon, people from Califas, they go on our cruises.
Idaho.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to, we're there this Saturday, July 12th at the Gran Baile. So we may get to see you in Vegas. Now, next week, on the 18th, we are in Lubbock, Texas, at Pure Tejano. On the Sunday, we're in Amarillo, Texas. We are with Our Lady of Guadalupe Church. Coming on Thursday, the 24th of July, we are in San Antonio at Tequilas on a Thursday night. That's going to be interesting. And then the Friday, we are at Dorado VIP, Houston, Texas. Sunday, the 27th, compadre, we are back in Kima, Texas. Kima Boardwalk. It's a really nice place, evening and stuff like that. And anybody can stop by, see us. Once again, Gary Hobbs, the usual suspects. And once again, big shout out to our proud sponsors, of course, Domingo Garcia Law Firm. They have offices in Dallas, Houston, Odessa, and Fort Worth, Texas. DomingoGarcia.com. Also, our good friends, CRI Electric, La Familia Garza, Israel and Christian. They were with us in Lytle,
Texas.
for that Boots and Heels Saloon. They just had their 3rd anniversary. We were there. Had a great time. Big shout out La Familia Rodriguez. And also Triple J Custom Welding. Man, that Bustamante family is nothing but heart and heart. But we love you. Big shout out. La Familia Bustamante, of course, Juan and Crystal. They're in Seguin, Texas. Triple J Custom Welding. Visit them on their Facebook. They got great products.
Oh yeah,
great,
they do,
really
definitely.
good.
Grills and all that
killer.
stuff.
The last
Oh,
one we
yeah.
had here was pretty good.
You got any birthdays going around? Nobody?
No birthday.
Well, in case we missed your birthday, whoever you are listening, was happy birthday.
Just
Happy
a shout
birthday.
out to my friend in Nampa, Idaho, compadre.
Yes, compadre.
Yeah.
But well, no, we're gonna be on a show.
Yeah, it's gonna be a show on the radio.
No, but do they have like
RQ Radio Morning
Samago
Show.
Boulevard ahí, vato?
Yeah.
Híjole.
Hey, people in the Northwest, we haven't been up there in a long time.
Yeah.
Hey, promoters, anybody listening? You got a friend, promoter?
Yeah, the Tejano Festival is gonna be happening over there in August, I believe, next month.
Man, I bet you if we do all those things free, nos hablan todos.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, we better
We'll
not
be
say
there
that.
every
We better not
weekend.
say that, right? Ni free nos ocuparon. Hey, once again, Gary Hobbs, the podcast number 5. We are in Eagle Pass, Texas. Thank you, compadre Jaime Samago, Johnny Davila, David Villanueva, a.k.a. Jay-Z, Johnny D, Little D. I am OG, stands for Old Gary. And say goodbye, guys.
Later.
See
We'll see
ya.
you all next week. Dios los guarde, Dios los cuide. God bless. Here we
See you
come,
in
Vegas!
See you in Vegas.